We're sold out. It's the two words every business owner prays for. You post the sold out graphic on your Instagram story. You get the DM screaming, "Oh my God, congrats!" Or "When is the next restock?" You feel successful, you feel like you finally arrived. But here's the dark truth nobody talks about on social media. If your math is wrong, sold out doesn't mean you make money. It means you just scaled your losses. If you're losing even just $1 on every order and you sell 1,000 orders, you didn't win. You just dug a $1,000 hole. And the worst part, you did all the work to dig it. Welcome back to Coffee with Mo. I'm Mo, your business analyst friend who reads the boring spreadsheets so you don't have to. Last week, we talked about where your money disappeared to. The restock trap, those forgotten subscriptions, the shipping lie. Today, we're going deeper. We're not just looking at where the money went, we're looking at why it was never really there in the first place. We need to talk about margins, but not those fake margins people brag about on TikTok. We need to talk about the hidden expenses that you, the business owner, keeps ignoring because it's easier to pretend they don't exist. The biggest hidden expense killing your business is you. I see this all the time, especially with businesses that make things by hand, ready-to-wear fashion, custom crafts, handmade products. I ask a brand owner, "How much does it cost to make this midi dress?" They say, "Oh, well, I got the crepe fabric for maybe $15 and the zipper was $2, so it cost $17 to make it. And they sell it for $60. And they think, wow, $43 profit per dress, I'm rich." Wrong. How long did it take you to go to the market to source the fabric? How long did you spend laying out the pattern, cutting, sewing, serging the edges, ironing it, packing it for the dispatcher? Oh, about 2 hours per dress. Okay, if you paid a professional tailor or seamstress to do that, you'd pay them for their time, right? You wouldn't expect them to work for free. So why do you expect yourself to work for free? Let's do the math. If you calculate your labor, even at a basic $10 per hour, that 2 hours of work per dress costs $20. So your real cost is $17 for materials plus $20 for labor. That's $37 in total. And you sold it for $60. You didn't make $43 profit. After you pay yourself for the sweat, you actually made $23 in profit. Oh, and wait, that $23 has to contribute to your shop rent, cover your photo shoots, data plan, your electricity or generator, your packaging, website. In fact, you're basically working for free. Actually, you're paying to work. The second hidden expense is waste. When you calculate your costs, you're assuming a perfect world, where you use every inch of the fabric roll that you bought, every seam is straight when you sew, no mistake. Even, especially for those of us who have people working for us or working with us, every zipper works perfectly on the first try. But we don't live in a perfect world. We're in reality. You have fabric scraps that end up on the floor. You paid for those scraps, but you can't sell them. You have that one dress where the hem was crooked or someone burned the fabric while ironing and you had to start all over again. That time, that wasted material, that is a cost. But most of you don't track it. You throw the burnt fabric in the trash and pretend it never happened. But your bank account remembers. That trash can is eating your profit. In manufacturing, they call this your scrap rates. And if you're not accounting for it, you're lying to yourself about what things actually cost you to make. The third one is the transaction stack. Now let's go back a bit to that dress. You sell it online, right? So you use Paystack or Stripe to, get your payments from customers. When you do this, Paystack will take their cut immediately. Let's say 2.9% plus 30 cents. That's about $2 gone right there. Then there's the packaging. You're not just handing it over raw. You bought a branded poly bag, very nice bag, or a box. You put a thank you card inside. Maybe you sprayed some perfume on it for the customer experience. That bag, that card, that presentation, it all costs money. And if you offered free delivery or subsidized the dispatch rider, that money is gone too. Oh, and let's not forget that Instagram sponsored ad you did to get those customers that you have not accounted for, that's part of this. So remember, that $23 profit we had left after accounting for your labor? Now we're subtracting the gateway fees, the packaging material, the delivery subsidy, the marketing ads. We're now down to single digits. You might be making $5 or even less. So you're doing all this stressful work, dealing with dispatchers, answering customer questions, managing inventory for $5 per dress. Okay, take a breath. I know that hurt. I can feel you panicking from over here. Mo, what do I do? Just quit? No. Quitting is never the answer. Let's fix the math. You need to calculate something we call your true unit economics. That means sitting down and asking, if I hired someone to do this, and I accounted for the scraps, the packaging, and the payment processing fees, Instagram ad spend, what does this actually cost to make and deliver? Once you have that real number, you have two choices. One, raise your price. And I know what you're thinking, but nobody will buy it if I raise the price. Well, the truth is, if your only selling point is being cheap, you're going to stay broke. Price for profit always. Always, not for applause. 2, lower your costs. Find a better fabric supplier. Simplify the design so it sews faster. Buy your packaging in bulk. Cut the fancy extras that don't actually increase sales for you. So here's your homework this week. Pick your best-selling item, just one. Run the math we just walked through. Count your labor time at a real hourly rate, what you would like to pay yourself on an hourly rate, or if you were to hire someone, what you would pay that person as an hourly rate. Count the gateway fees, count the mistakes and the scraps, add up the packaging and shipping costs. If the numbers scare you, good. That means we caught the leak before it drowns you and your business. I don't want you to be sold out and stressed. I want you to sell half as much but keep twice the profit. That's what sustainable business actually looks like. We are not competing with each other to figure out who sold out faster. We are actually in business to make profit. Next week, we're tackling the most precious resource you have. And it's not money, it's time. We're talking about why working 16 hours a day is actually making you less money, not more. You're not going to want to miss this one. I'm Mo, and I'll catch you next week.